Hi, Robert. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I needed because I needed to take a look at the menu top page. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing here is a missing div tag. When I'm looking for this navbar collapse right here, we've got the UL list. See if I can get my properties panel in here. Okay, so here's my UL list right here. Okay, it's inside this div class of collapse, right? But there's no closing div. I'm just looking down at thinking, okay, what's going on here? Anyways, it's something you wouldn't know if you didn't know what to look for. But long story short, in Dreamweaver Assets, so if we look at the Assets panel in Dreamweaver, here we have the library asset, and everything in there is called a library file or a library asset. Dreamweaver's got a real bug. I think it's only been sort of solved in about the 2014 CC edition. And that is if you knock out a UL tag, one of these, an LI tag or a div tag from a library page, it can prevent the rest of the library files from updating. So here is the fix that we go with here. First of all, find the missing tag and replace it. In this case, what I want you to do is go down to line 43 or so. Type in the bracket, the slash, and the div, and then close, just like that. Okay, if you're not sure where to, or you can just go right up here, copy this tag right here on line 14, copy it, go down here to 43 and paste it. Okay. Now, that fixes the top menu. We're going to save and we can hit update, and it's going to go through and pretend to update the pages but not really update the pages. Okay. I'm just going to let it run its course here, and then I'm going to show you how to go and fix whenever you have an issue like this. You can actually go and manually fix it. Okay, but first of all, let's take a look here. So we have home, purchases, then we have these three and those four. So I'm just going to open up the index 2, preview it in a browser, and have a look here. Home, purchases, healthcare, data entry, military, right? So how does that line up with what we actually have here? Yeah, let's just reload it there. Okay, so I've got home, I have purchases. Under purchases I have touch, rugged, and sealed, and then I have healthcare, data entry, military, and contact us. So that's now showing up. Okay, so it worked for me in order to get that to show up. Okay, but that may or may not work for you. Like I said, these things can be really stubborn. And typically, here's what we need to do in case it doesn't, is you need to do this little trick right here. You go to your templates and open up your template DWT. This is the only time I ever suggest you really go to this page, is open this thing up. And what I want you to do is scroll down to right about here where it says template begin editable. You see this? Okay. See that green thing there? Just hit the space bar, give yourself a little bit of room. I want you to start with this menu top and scroll all the way down until you get to the end library item right here. See that where you have the green? So you got the end library item in gray, and then you've got the green. I want you to select everything from within the green all the way up to the green up here. So basically get rid of all that, so you leave yourself with a template begin and a template end. Okay. And now I want you to do this. Change the nav bar. We're going to call it navbar 2 because we're updating it. Inside this green area, go to your assets panel, look for the menu top, click it, and hit insert. Yep, you get that message there. Let's just scroll on down. So good, it's got our closing div in there. And now we just hit save. And we hit update. And then it's going to hit this right here. Now what's happening is we're replacing the busted or the broken navbar with the fixed one. We're doing it in the dynamic web template, and then we're going to update all your other pages through the dynamic web template. So basically we're going to replace the navbar in all of your pages to make sure that it has the most update and working version. To do this, you just select the navbar here, and what we're going to say is we don't want, it's basically saying in our existing pages we have this navbar region, and in the template DWT that we just updated, we basically renamed it, so it's like removing it and replacing it with something else. And this is what we want to do. We don't want to have the nav bar anymore. We want to replace that with our nav bar too. So the only way to do that is to basically select the nav bar, say don't put it anywhere. We want to get rid of it, and just click OK, and then it'll run through. And notice that it updated all 34 pages. Okay, so now if I go and I select the sitemap and I hit enter, boom, purchases, there's all three, and there's the contact us button up there as well. Right. So for you, just by doing the first thing, by fixing the menu top page with the missing div tag, that may fix things, but it may not. If it doesn't, then you have to go to the template DWT and then do a site-wide update.